And let's introduce the teams of this battle number 4. The first team being the Devious Dewotts, led by Apollo Paladin, playing for the charity Doctors Without Borders. Immediately, again, I'm going to say this all the time. The OU picks, terrifying. Personally, I don't like Goldango, but I know how strong of a Pokemon it is, and I know how scary it is. It has a really good special attack stat, really good typing. Yeah, pretty scary mon. And the Dragonite as well. A really good Pokemon with its multi-scale ability. We see the UU picks being Mousehold and Scizor. Mousehold, I know nothing about. I don't know what this thing can do, and I'm kind of terrified to find out. And the Scizor being on this team also ran Scizor in the Pokemon Charity League last time around when they were known as the Melodic Moltres. We see the RU picks of Blissey, hate Blissey, Milotic, and Abomasnow. Taking my Milotic from last time around. Milotic is so good. It's so just naturally defensive and it has a really good special defense stat with really good abilities to either boost the special attack by having competitive or boost your defenses with Marvel Scale having that status boosting your defense. We see the Oricorio as the NU pick along with the base Paldean Tauros form and the Tyrantrum. The PU picks being Weezing, Lilligant, Houndoom, and Druddigon. So this team's stealing 2 of my Pokemon from last time around. Druddigon and Blissey. A small question to make sure you found the right thing. Is it Trustfall, Scarlet Violet? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Looking at this team, I can't... I don't know really the potential of this team. I mean, the Goldango really being a good potential hard hitter, a really good pivot mon, I'm guessing, as well. I don't really know too much about Paldean Tauros. I don't know much about Paldean Mons, as I've said before. But Scizor being really good with its ability, along with its typing, only being weak to fire, with having that priority access of Bullet Punch and just being naturally strong. Scizor is a really strong Pokemon here. And of course, Blissey being a pick that is just so bulky just in general. And it's pretty hard to counter as well. It looks like this team is mostly looking for the bulkier mons that can do damage if needed. So yeah, pretty scary, I would think. Their opponents for Week 1 are the cross-branded Brawlers, led by... Ooh, I don't want to say this name. Nahel? I don't know if I said that right. I am so sorry for my super name. Playing for people in need. This is the newest team we have who joined like 2 days before the league actually started. So thank you for being such a good sport on getting everything that you needed to get done in a really timely manner. I really appreciate you. It made things pretty easy for me as well. Just making sure everything was taken care of. A bug trainer left, another one took their place. Yes, this is the bug type enthusiast. The bug types will take over. The bug boys will take over the world. The 2 picks of this, 2 OU picks, being the Volcarona and the Hisuian Gudra. The bug type is best type. Yes, bug type is best type. I'll disagree. I like fairy types, but bug type is a really good typing. The Volcarona, of course, being such a strong Pokemon, having access to Quiver Dance and moves like Fiery Dance that boost your special attack even more. We see the UU picks of Greninja and Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr, I don't know how to say this Pokemon's name, but Greninja being, of course, really strong with his Protean ability, natural speed, potential for spikes and that kind of setup. Just really strong Pokemon with Greninja. Conkeldurr really good with Guts, I'm pretty sure. But we see the RU picks of Golisopod, this team's namesake as well, with Weavile and Galarian Weezing, which their opponent has a regular Weezing, so it's really cool that both forms of Weezing are going to be fighting against each other. Hopefully, we'll see. We don't know who these teams are bringing yet. The NU Mons being Mantine, Electros, and Ambipom, and the PU picks of Galvantula, Whimsicott, Masquerain, and Runerigus. 4 different bug types on this team, 4 different potential for each bug type, and just, yeah, I'm pretty scared of this team, honestly. Just like the Lord Cheese situation, we didn't use Lord Cheese. I am so sad that neither of you brought Lord Cheese, and you're the only two who know the meme. But let's check out the starting lineups of these two teams, shall we? The Devious Duat bringing the Milotic, the Oricorio, Paldean Tauros, Mousehold, Dragonite, and Weezing. I love how the Gen 9 mons are just staring at you. They're like, hey. Hi. Hey. The Crossbrander Brawlers bringing the Gliscopod, bringing this, that is Hisuian Goodra. Wow, I can barely see it behind the Runerigus. The Conkeldurr, Electros, and Weezing. I'm seeing two immediate floating Pokemon. So two counters to Earthquake. We see the Gliscopod, of course, a really strong pick. The Dragonite here, pretty scary potential as well, along with its Milotic. And Oricorio, I kind of learned the usage of this in a battle that will be shown later. Just how good Oricorio could potentially be. I just realized something. I forgot to post on Twitter that stream is live. Let me do that just real quick. Just real hacking quick. Oops, I posted late. Week 1 stream about halfway through. Come stop in. Alright. I have to remember that this isn't Streamlabs and it's not going to automatically post a tweet for me anymore. Said nobody drafted Corviknight, by the way. You would have been obligated to bring your Tinkatongue into a battle with someone who has Corviknight. Yeah, that's actually one of the picks that I was so surprised did not get picked, because Corviknight is so strong. Oh my gosh, my voice is dying. And there are a few other Pokemon, like heckin', oh man, who was it? Yeah, like Corviknight was one of them. Heckin', where was it? Oh, Infernape. Infernape was another one of those Pokemon that didn't get drafted. I was like, wow, I'm surprised. Not this week. I am going to be looking for a co-host starting next week, though. But I appreciate it, Raven. Thanks for the offer. But yeah, I thought that this week would be good just to get to know me first, and then we introduce other team leaders as we go along. But yeah. Without any further ado, and any other heckin' distractions, let's see the starting picks from each team. We see the Devious Dewotts leading with the Mousehold, with the Brawlers leading with their Runerigus. Immediate type disadvantage from both of them, actually. They can't really hit each other, but a Stealth Rock being set up right away from the Runerigus, and the Tidy Up getting the attack and speed boosted of this Mousehold, and being encored into that Stealth Rock. Then swapping immediately into the Hisuian Goodra. A Tidy Up again coming from this Mousehold. I don't even know that was a move. 2 times attack, 2 times speed now. An immediate swap in into the Runerigus. With the Baton Pass coming in from the Mousehold into the Oricorio. Dance Dance Revolution, let's go! The substitute coming in from this Oricorio, the Runerigus, of course, using another Stealth Rock to get that set up right away. And the Quick Claw from the Oricorio going for a Quiver Dance, getting even more boost from this. Poltergeist, though, breaking the substitute, and Baton Passing into the Mousehold again to get this boost back into the Pokemon, and of course, not being able to get hit by this Ghost-type move. And a Tidy Up again coming in from this Mousehold to get his attack and speed even higher, and cleaning up the Stealth Box. But the Body Press! critting and taking down this Mousehold. All that set up for nothing. With Dragonite then going for a Dragon Dance. Runerigus then setting up another Stealth Rock. Another Dragon Dance from Miss Dragonite. And the Poltergeist missing this time. And the Dragonite going for the Earthquake, but not knocking out this Runerigus. The Poltergeist hitting the Marvel Scale, though it's not going to do too much damage to it. And of course swapping into the Electros, and then going for another Dragon Dance, 3 times attack, or 2.5 times for attack and speed. And the Roost bringing it back to full HP to take less damage from a multi-scale hit. Knockoff, though, taking off the heavy-duty boots. And the Roost bringing it back to full HP. A U-turn, though, coming from this Electros, swapping into the Galarian Weezing, with the Dragonite going for the Thunder Punch, not doing too much damage to it, with the Will-O-Wisp cutting this attack stat in half from this Dragonite. Another Thunder Punch coming in, a critting, though, and doing another third of this damage, with a Strange Steam, a super effective hit, and taking it down to less than half HP. With the Weezing standing strong right now. Another Roost coming in from the Dragonite, though. Another Strange Steam landing, bringing it right back to where it was before. The Weezing, of course, getting more and more healing back from this Black Sludge, with the Dragonite just kind of staying at neutral, even though this hit does high roll, doing 51 instead of 45 last time. The burn taking it even lower, and the Black Sludge from this Weezing getting it even higher. The Thunder Punch not doing too much, and the Strange Steam able to take down the rest of this Dragonite's damage HP. I can't speak. The Weezing then coming in. Hey, they're friends. Then the Galarian Weezing swapping out into the Electros, with the Galarian Weezing going for the Will-O-Wisp and landing, of course, knocking the attack stat in half. The Toxic Spikes then being set up from this Weezing to go into the knockoff from the Electros, knocking off the Black Sludge. Another Will-O-Wisp coming in, probably predicting a swap, but no swap being taken, with a Thunder Punch not doing too much damage, but just doing what it needs to do, trying to chip down this Weezing right now. Another layer of Toxic Spikes being set up, though, with a U-turn from this Electros. And Hisuian Goodra coming in, not getting poisoned because of a Steel typing, and the regular Weezing swapping into the Paldean Tauros and dropping the Goodra's attack, but the Shelter knocking its defense up by 2 times, with the bulk up then coming from Olay, the Paldean Tauros. The Draco Meteor landing, almost knocking it out though, but taking the Goodra down to -2 special attack, and the Close Combat only doing just about a little more than half, and the Gooey lowering its speed. Another Draco Meteor coming in to take down the rest of this Paldean Tauros HP, with the Goodra now at -4, I believe. Milotic then coming in. The Ice Beam connecting, not doing too much damage though, with the Body Press coming in with the ×2 defense doing even more damage. Recover though from this Milotic, bringing it back up to nearly full HP, but another Body Press brings it right back down. The Brawler's in a really good situation right now. Another Recover coming in from Wet Noodle, but this Body Press is just taking it lower and lower. Another Recover from the Milotic, and another Body Press from the Goodra, just going back and forth. Not really making any progress from here, but the Ice Beam, the attack finally coming through from the Milotic. Probably going for the freeze, but not able to get the freeze. The Body Press then taking out this Milotic, leaving his 2 Pokemon to fare against the 6. Oricorio then comes back in, takes 50% damage from the Stealth Rocks, goes for Revelation Dance. Doesn't quite knock down the Goodra though, and the Goodra able to Draco Meteor, but the Oricorio survives on 1% HP. And then swaps out into the Gliscopod, of course getting poisoned from the Toxic Spikes. Revelation Dance, doing a neutral hit, doing 24% HP. a quick claw pop from the Oricorio gets cancelled out by the priority of the Gliscopod. So Oricorio gets knocked out, leaving just this Weezing against these 6 Pokemon. The Sucker Punch though from the Gliscopod not doing much, but the Will-O-Wisp failing because of it's already poisoned. But the Toxic Spikes taking Gliscopod out to its emergency exit. Going back into the Runerigus, of course, Runerigus getting Toxic poisoned. Toxic Spikes, of course, failing because there's already a layer of spikes on the ground. The Poltergeist failing because there's no item. With Runerigus just taking a little bit of chip damage there. Thunderbolt being, of course, immune. And the Body Press is going to do nothing. So it looks like we're going to have just a little bit of stall battle here. Runerigus swapping out into the Hisuian Gudra. The Thunderbolt being a quad resistant hit, only doing 7% HP. And leaving this Gudra probably able to Draco Meteor, huh? The Draco Meteor misses, though. With the Weezing going for a crit hit on that Thunderbolt. Still not doing much at all, though. The Draco Meteor then hitting, connecting, and taking out this Weezing, leaving the newest team leader, Cross-Branded Brawlers, as the winners of the 6-0 battle. Winners of the battle with a 6-0. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah, really good showing. Both teams. Both teams did really well. I don't really know what else the Dewotts could have done to really counter this, because there was just a lot of stall going on that just really didn't really get anywhere. And of course, all the chonky Pokemon of the Cross-Branded Brawlers team paying off, and it just did so good against this team. Really good to see. I'm really excited to see what of course the Brawlers have.